Hey, how we doing, Titans fans? Titan Uprising, thank you for tuning in and watching. I'm pumped. Today, our odds went up 800. 800 for landing DeAndre Hopkins. That's crazy. That's a lot. I don't remember the last time I've seen a swing like that. That's a huge swing. I can't begin to emphasize how big of a swing that really is. Went from plus 500 to minus 300. Those are huge. That's a huge swing. We are now the favorites by a mile to land DeAndre Hopkins. And in my opinion, I don't think it's a matter of if we do. I think it's just a matter of when we do. And I will break that down for you guys here right now. So yesterday, you guys know Michael Lombardi, former GM, former NFL GM, came out and said he sees the Tennessee Titans as being the favorites to land DeAndre Hopkins. When he said that yesterday, I was super optimistic. I'm like, this guy is connected. He knows his stuff. He's still in the loop as a former NFL GM. That's going to happen. And then when the odds switch, I don't think that him saying that is an 800-point swing. I don't think that's enough to cause an 800-point swing. Would it make it swing a little bit? Yes. But I also think that for him to say that, there's something going on around the NFL. Everybody knows where he's going. For him to say that and the odds, it's just two things, right? And they're not a coincidence. They're going hand in hand together. It's just a matter of when DeAndre Hopkins signs with Tennessee Titans and not if. He's coming to Tennessee. Book it, check mark it, write it down. He's coming, guys. And I am absolutely thrilled. Now, when Michael Lombardi speaks, guys, I listen because remember who broke the news that Kevin Byard was asked to take a pay cut? Remember who that was? Michael Lombardi. And when I first saw that, I'm like, oh man, Michael Lombardi said that might be true, but I was very cautious on this, and I was like, nah, that couldn't have happened. There's no way we asked him. I don't believe it. It was true. So he, just from that last thing with Kevin Byard, when he says something, guys, pay attention to it. I sure do. He seems to be right. He seems to be well connected. I can't begin to emphasize how much when Michael Lombardi says something, we all have to listen and how true it can be. Like I said, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when this is happening, everybody. Now let's put this into perspective about why DeAndre Hopkins would want to sign with the Tennessee Titans, right? Why would he want to sign with the Tennessee Titans? Everybody else, all the other fans say, oh, it's just another guy that's going to wash up his career in the Tennessee Titans uniform at the end of his career. Andre Johnson, Randy Moss, Julio Jones. If you want to throw in like Eric Decker in there, it's just another great wide receiver coming to can his career in Tennessee. I could see that in the past. I really could. We didn't have a head coach like Mike Vrabel. We didn't have you can say that with Julio Jones if you want to. But Julio Jones was banged up, guys. He wasn't doing anything. He's banged up. He even played for us. What? Not even half the games when he played for us. So let's throw that one out the window. But we have a great head coach, Mike Vrabel. We have a new offense coordinator, Tim Kelly, and I'll get into that in a second, which is one of the reasons why Hopkins will want to come here. And we have a good culture. Or we have a new stadium being built in a while. So we have a great owner, and she's been doing new things with the stadium. The new practice bubble they put up. They redid the locker room, did all this stuff. And guess what? Hopkins saw all of this when he went to Tennessee on his visit. And he said, Nashville's a vibe. I didn't know it was a vibe. I didn't know it was like that. It's awesome to see him say that and to experience it. Nashville's up on the rise, and he saw it. He's like, I didn't know you guys were living like that down there. And, that's cool for him to see that. And you got to figure, not only is he going to play there, he's going to live there. That's a huge thing. And no state taxes. That's another huge benefit. And then, another thing too is playing for Vrabel, players coach, and playing for Bill Belichick. I'm sorry, Bill Belichick, you don't have Tom Brady anymore. He's not there. You do not have the pull that you used to with having a player like Tom Brady. And Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft seem like they're on the outs anyways. So who knows how long that's going to stay true for. And I'd rather play with Tannehill than I would with Mac Jones anyways. Now, I'm trying to make the case here why he wants to come here and why I think he will. I think this is what would be on my mind anyways, why I would want to come. And I think that's why he's going to as well. So he's friends with Derrick Henry, right? We've seen them working out together. He's a future Hall of Fame running back. Takes the pressure off the passing game. He knows he can take the pressure off Henry as well. Those go hand in hand together. He wants a competitive quarterback. Let's face it. Ryan Tannehill is super competitive. He will go out there if he can. He's played injured. He's a tough guy, one of the toughest quarterbacks in the NFL. I know this might be his last year, and I'm not the biggest Ryan Tannehill supporter, as most would say, but he's a good, competent quarterback. And guess who else is super competitive? And that is Will Levis. Will Levis, probably our starter next year. He's super competitive. That's good for Hopkins. It's what he wants. And he's got a big arm. He can help a young quarterback out next year. You have to see where he's coming from here, guys. And then let's face it here. The weapons. Burks, Chig, Tajay Spears. You have Kyle Phillips coming back. And then obviously you have Derrick Henry. Can't forget about him, right? I just mentioned him earlier. Those are weapons. Hopkins, when he makes them better, takes pressure off of them. And then you got to remember, guys, he also wants a great defense. He said he wants a great defense. Defense wins championships. We should not have lost the Cincinnati Bengals 2 years ago, and I'll never forget it. Tannehill threw 3 picks. DeAndre Hopkins, you plop him on that field instead of Julio Jones, we win that game. Yeah, all day. And it's too bad he wasn't on the team. And you take Downing out of the offense and you put Tim Kelly in there, it's a different story. Defense had 9 sacks that game. 9 sacks when we lost it. He knows this defense is elite. This defense, I've said numerous times, has potential to be top 5. Top 5. Definitely top 10. Potential for top 5 if we stay healthy. Get Landry back, yeah. But this video is not about the defense. I'm just saying why he will want to come to the Tennessee Titans and why. And you know what? Let me get into this too. Why the odds, I feel like, have not been on Tennessee's favor. People do not want DeAndre Hopkins coming to Tennessee. Let's face it. The Tennessee Titans are not a darling of the NFL, okay? I mean, they even posted about the Buffalo Bills that they say, yeah, sure, we love to have him, but we don't have the money for him unless he wants a ring chase. He even commented about poop emojis on there. He's not going to go there. And the NFL reporters and the narrative still ran with it with the Buffalo Bills because it's not the Tennessee Titans. They have a star quarterback, and they have to run with it. They still were reporting about the Bills taking him. He even came out and commented on it and said that's not going to happen, basically. You don't put that on a post if you're going to go there and put the poop emojis on there. It's not going to happen. The writing's on the wall. Nobody wants to read it. Read what's going on. See what's going on. Don't always believe what you're going to hear, right? I do that in life. Try to. Always see what's going on. Just read between the lines because you're going to get spewed BS from a lot of NFL analysts and reporters and everything. They're only going to tell you what will get, headlines and people to view it. Geez, you say Dallas Cowboys ever. One of my most popular videos has, actually it's my most popular video, has Kevin Byers standing like this and the Dallas Cowboys logo. Pretty sure that video is only as popular as it is because it has the Dallas Cowboys in it. So of course they're going to name popular teams. Oh, the Kansas City Chiefs are going to sign DeAndre Hopkins once they extend Chris Jones. Okay. They might, I guess, but they're pushing that narrative hard because imagine Patrick Mahomes with DeAndre Hopkins. That would be nasty, and they'd probably repeat Super Bowl champions this year, right? That's just crazy. I hope that doesn't happen. Obviously, he's not signed anywhere, but with everything that I've been seeing, reading between the lines, I think he's coming to Tennessee, guys. He has to. Now, he had, in 2019, he played with the Houston Texans, obviously. It was his last year with the Houston Texans. And that was a year where Tim Kelly was the offensive coordinator. He only played in 15 out of 16 games that year. That was before the NFL went to 17. He played in 15 games, had 104 catches from 150 targets, 1,165 yards for 11.2 average, 7 touchdowns, a long of 43. And he caught 68 first downs, guys. He's a first down machine. His last year with Arizona, played 9 games. He had 64 catches for 96 targets, 717 yards, 11.2 average, which was the same as his last year in Houston. 3 touchdowns, 35 first downs. This guy was just catching. He was on my fantasy team last year. He almost saved my season. I mean, I got in the playoffs because of him, but he unfortunately couldn't save my playoffs, or my team in the playoffs, because we just wasn't that good. Kyler Murray is my quarterback. Took him way too early. That's a different story. But this guy can still produce. He can still very much produce. He's proved it. Everybody says he's injury prone. He's not. He's not injury prone. He missed PEDs, right? Performance enhancing drugs. He got popped for last year. That's why he missed games. He did get hurt the year before, but other than that, he's missed one game one season, one game another season. How is he injury prone? I just don't buy it. And like I said, some of the reasons that he wants to come here would be what I stated earlier. But let's not underemphasize how important it is that Tim Kelly is the offense coordinator. He knows what he's getting, and this makes me excited because I'm excited for Tim Kelly already, but I'm even more excited because now it kind of shows us like, okay, Hopkins has played in this offense. He knows what it can be like, and he knows what it can do. That's what makes me more excited, because we have a player that used to play for it, and he's a star player. And if he believes in it, makes me believe it even more. And everything we've been hearing and reading about how this defense can be different and easier and simpler on the quarterback and the wide receivers, and how it's just changed and it's not Todd Downey's piece of crap offense thrown out there, I am super excited. If you can't tell, I am excited in general for this. I think it's going to happen. Like I said, book it, check mark it, whatever. This is going to happen. DeAndre Hopkins has to become the Tennessee Titans. I'll be heartbroken if it does not happen. Also, you got to figure the upper management, Miss Amy, hey, they know the Titans fans want a wide receiver. And if this was the play all along, Ran Carthon, you're a freaking genius, guy. And I already love you as a general manager of the Tennessee Titans. Hey, guys, this is it for today. Tighten up, and I'll make another video soon when DeAndre Hopkins signs that dotted line. And guess what? He's going to be wearing that Houston Oilers jersey against the Houston Texans, and I can't wait. All right, we'll talk soon, everybody. Tighten up.